Welcome to Fellowship 1-7. We're excited for this episode. As you can tell, the introduction itself is a little bit different than what you have heard in the past, and that is because there is going to be a little bit of a shift in this podcast, not in the ministry of it or the mindset of it, but just in the host. So me, being Elizabeth Yoder, if you forgot from the last episode, I am pursuing a job in education as a paraprofessional, so I am working with children who are in the SPED department at a local elementary school. I've been there for a little while now as of this recording, and it's just an absolutely beautiful ministry, and it's where God is calling me. So because God has called me into that, we are handing this podcast over to a new voice, and that is going to be Jeff Nichols. So I'm going to let you introduce yourself and just kind of give a little heads up of what's going to be happening with this.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. And first of all, thank you for the great job that you've done in hosting Fellowship 1-7.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've listened to a bunch of them, and you always do a great job.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I've enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun meeting new people and talking about the different ministries of CEF. So I'm excited to see where you're taking this, though.
Oh, we're excited about it, too. I'm Jeff Nichols, and I'm the acting vice president of USA Ministries for Child Evangelism Fellowship. And starting in the new year, we're going to be creating content for Fellowship 1-7. And I am so excited about the possible lineup that we have coming up. We want this podcast to continue to provide the quality material and content like it has been doing from its inception, and then start expanding a little bit more and talking to some of our ministry partners that CF has, both here and around the world, because we have wonderful ministry partners.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
Amazing ministry partners, because we can't do it alone.
No.
And so we have a lot of partners that come alongside, and they come alongside us, and together we're reaching the children for Christ. It's an amazing opportunity that we have. It really is.
Yeah, absolutely. And you yourself kind of have a background in ministry and seeing the importance of ministry. Would you mind just sharing a little bit about yourself so our audience kind of gets to know you?
Sure. I became the acting vice president for USA Ministries in April of 2024. Before that, for 4 years, I was the state director of Child Evangelism Fellowship of Tennessee. And then before that, I was actually on staff of a church in Nashville, Tennessee for 26 years, serving in different roles as children's pastor and executive pastor, local global missions pastor, and served a couple other churches in a couple other states before then. But all during that time, children were always at my heart. I just love children. I love children's ministry. And our church in Nashville had been doing a Good News Club for about 10 or 12 years before the job came along as CF of Tennessee State Director. It was the best thing that we did as a church.
Oh, yeah.
It really was. It was amazing doing a Good News Club at an elementary school just down the street from our church, getting an opportunity to reach kids who were not coming to church at all.
Yeah.
And to be able to take the gospel to them at their public elementary school was an incredible opportunity. And then when the opportunity came up for me to join the staff of Child Evangelism Fellowship, jumped on it, and I'm just so grateful to be here. And now with this transition, really grateful for this transition too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm always astounded at how this ministry, its focal point is children, and how God always uses that to reach beyond. It's amazing when a ministry focuses solely on God's call in their lives, and then just to see him multiply that in various ways. So seeing it with calling you to kids, even though you were serving in various roles, and then ultimately coming here and trying to share a little bit more about CEF to the world through a podcast. So like I said, I'm excited for where this is going. I'm excited for our listeners to get to know you, and I am looking forward to listening to this new version of Fellowship 1-7 in the new year. So you guys enjoy listening to Jeff and all of his buddies that he'll be bringing on air for you.
Yes, I can't wait to introduce some of my friends in ministry and our partners around the world. And it's going to be good. We're going to be starting up. We're going to take a short break during January of 2025, and then we'll start the brand new podcast in February of 2025 with our president of Child Evangelism Fellowship, Jeremiah Cho, talking about the unbelievable vision that he has for our ministry to reach 100 million kids a year by the year 2032. That's a great way to start, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So if you would like to keep up to date on this podcast and be aware of when these new episodes come out, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and be sure to check out our Unite Radio channel as well and use those materials to reach your kids. Our ultimate goal here is just to reach kids. So looking forward to seeing how God continues to use both of those platforms, and we will see you next time. Thanks for listening.